Shalom, Kal Halal Yamla, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing his word toward the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. To you I say Shalom. This is the brother Yeshaya, coming at you again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. And I'm gonna bring out this quick lesson. Well, at least I'm gonna try to make it quick. Um, the title of this lesson is gonna be "The Man Behind the Curtain." I had to steal that from this title right here, from this article from RT News. It reads, "The Man Behind the Curtain." This is a new report exposes how George Soros' propaganda machine has corrupted the media. Now, I was reading through this article, and there's some paragraphs I want to read from this. So I'm gonna be skipping through it because it's a long article, and it's a lot of nonsense, going into some like political type of shit. But I'm just gonna get pretty much the meat, spit out the bones, you know, try to make this an edifying lesson, you know, because of what's going on right now. There's a lot of propaganda, a lot of psyops taking place with the whole thing of I mean, you got so many things, man. It's like you got the UFO thing, you got the whole thing with the spy balloons. You got what else? Uh, all these distractions that's going on, the Super Bowl, damn, just man, there's just so much shit all at once. You got the whole thing with the trail derailment and the water being contaminated. You got the earthquake that hit just last week. Shit, man, everything. There's just so much information coming all at once. So much distractions, right? And these news stations, man, they're ramping up in their enchantments, in their sorceries, to keep everybody distracted, for whatever Esau has planned, right? So let's go ahead and jump right in. This article reads, like I said, I'm not going to read all this. I'm just going to read certain paragraphs. But it says a new report from the U.S.-based Newsbusters has exposed a vast web of media and activist organizations funded with millions of dollars annually by the billionaire George Soros. The outlet bills itself as an outlet rapid response vehicle for documenting, exposing, and neutralizing liberal bias in the media. It says the extensive global influence of the Hungarian tycoon is well known, and Soros himself has admitted it on countless occasions, including boasts about his effort in Ukraine. Soros openly declared his role in promoting the 2014 U.S. orchestrated Maidan coup in Kiev, stating at the time, "I set up a foundation in Ukraine before Ukraine became independent of Russia. The foundation has been functioning ever since, and it played an important part in the events now." So these damn pretty much elite, you know, are controlling the media. They're controlling, certain groups throughout the world that infiltrate, countries, and set up pretty much like kind of like a propaganda or lie within that country. Try to destroy it from within, right? But I'm gonna continue on. Um, What was that? Let me see. I'm just looking through it, seeing what paragraphs I need to read. But anyway, I'm gonna get this one. It says, "Who gets the money?" It says, "Newsbusters list Project Syndicate as the biggest propaganda platform funded by the Hungarian. It styles itself as the world's opinion page. It has a global audience that includes prominent politicians, policymakers, scholars, business leaders, civic activists from 6 continents, and over 140 heads of state. From 2016 to 2024, Slovakia, from 2016 to 2020, he funneled at least 1.5 million to the outlet." It says, "In actively promoting abortion, criticism of Israel, and pushed for global climate lockdowns during this period." You see, so through their propaganda machine, they're able to promote certain things. Now, this is just an example, because they do this on a broad scale, on a broad spectrum of many, many different, you know, whatever their agenda is, they try to promote it through the media, right? As you see what's going on now. But let me scroll down. Let's see. Right here, it says, "How does a propaganda network operate?" It says, "The Newsbusters report contains numerous examples of how these alleged independent information sources not only publish articles reflecting the U.S. government's line, but also influence policy and statements by White House officials, and often reinforce false information." So that's pretty much all it is, man. That propaganda, psyops, is all false information. It's just a way for them to manipulate the minds of the people, to sway them to believe a certain belief, right? That's why you see a lot of these news stations constantly repeat the same thing. It's called Project Mockingbird or Operation Mockingbird, something like that. Something having to do with Mockingbird. Pretty much is them constantly repeating, all these news stations repeating the same thing, the same thing. And what's that doing? Programming you. That's what they call it, a program, TV program, television program. Because they're programming you to believe a certain way, to adopt a certain way of thinking, to believe a certain event, or whatever it is they're trying to put out there. They're trying to make you believe certain things, and portray them to be true. But anyway, let me see. That's pretty much it, I think, on that. Yeah, I don't want to read. Like I said, I don't want to read all this. It just goes into this man Soros, this damn devil, all the shit that he has done, which it doesn't even really go into it that much. But I just wanted to get that. Like I said, since the whole thing of the whole UFO thing going on right now, I wasn't really going to touch on that since I seen a lot of brothers, man, they've been posting, heavy videos on it. I was like, yeah, everybody's putting videos on that. You know what? I'm just gonna hold back. But since I seen this, I guess it was the spirit, led me to this to do a video on it, which I'm gonna try to do it in a little different way, and give it a little different take on it, or at least give my take on it. Because I know, like I said, brothers been going in. They've been going in on this topic. But I'm gonna start off with this. 2 Thessalonians 2:3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." And who's that man of sin? It's Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, right? He's the one out here, pushing these lies, propaganda, creating these psyops, setting up these enchantments and distractions to try to hide what he's doing, try to hide what's going on, right? Because Hey, he's a devil, like the Bible speaks of. And what does devil mean? Deceiver. And it goes back to the Latin diablos, right? Meaning deceiver. And that's exactly what he's doing, man. He's deceiving the world. He's been doing that since the beginning, right? But verse 4, oh, but my point was in verse 3 that he's being revealed that he's a devil. Even his own people is exposing him, right? Verse 4 it says, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. Hey, and just like in the Wizard of Oz, at the end, whenever they finally reach the end of the yellow brick road, they go to that one castle, whatever it was. They pull the curtain. What did they find? It was Esau just back there, man, running the whole show. That's exactly what is going on right here, man. Esau is that man behind the curtain, man. That damn devil, damn cracker motherfucker, man. That's him. He's the one behind all this wickedness. He's the son of perdition. He's the devil, right? So it says, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High. And that's what Esau is trying to do, man. He wants to put himself up on that pedestal. He wants to pro- self-proclaim himself to be the Most High. And he does that, through his science by calling it a Big Bang Theory that, oh, he wasn't created, it was all, some cosmic accident or whatnot. I don't even know, man. But anyway, it says, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. Right? And that's what he's trying to do. And that's what he's doing, man. He's trying to set himself up to be the Most High. Verse 5, it says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye that withholdeth, Salakia, it says, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. And he's being revealed now. This is the time, man. This is the end, right? As we read in verse 3, the end shall not come until the son of the falling, there be a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, right? Esau. Verse uh verse 8, it says, actually, verse 7, it says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, right? Because this was a mystery back then. It was a mystery. Who the hell is behind all this wickedness? Like, what's causing all this? Who's behind all these deaths, the poisoning of people, the pollution, the deforestation, pretty much the death of the earth, the death of countless and countless of people, right? Who's behind all this? Hey, and now it's being revealed. Esau. Like I said, he's that man behind the curtain. He's that damn devil, and he's getting caught red-handed, literally, right? But it says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And who's the one that's letting him? It's the Most High. Like I said, the Most High is in full control. The Most High has Esau in a trick bag. He's got him in derision. He's playing him. Esau, the Most High let Esau have this much pride. He allowed him to get puffed up like Pharaoh in Egypt. Let him get, stiff-necked, real hard-headed, real have that so much pride that he really actually believes that he can accomplish his goals, that he can come up against the power that created him and his mighty angels and Yahushua. This man's delusional. This man's gone mad with power. Dude's out of touch, man. But it says, uh, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And right, and hey, this man's got to be taken out of the way, and he will soon enough. But now it starts with him being exposed, right? That's the start. That's the start of him starting to be getting taken out of the way, of his power diminishing, because that was his power for so long, as him being, in the dark, hidden in the shadows. But Esau's a bitch, man. He likes to pull little strings here and there, right? Setting people up and doing all these little tricks. But he'll never come out in the forefront and do it. Hey, now the Most High ain't giving him no choice, you know. Esau. I mean, the Most High. Esau has got so much power now, to where even he's like, you know what? I don't. I'm at my highest peak of my power. Can't nobody stop me. It don't even matter if I come out. If it gets revealed no more. That's the pride that the Most High, allowed him to achieve. But hey, what does the scripture say? Through uh, let me see. Let me see if I can get it. I don't want to misquote it. Salakia, bear with me. Right here, Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and the haughty spirit before a fall. Right. So hey, that pride is going to be Esau's destruction ultimately. You know, he's developed this false sense of security. This and all by the means by the sword too, which was a blessing given to him by Yahweh through, as when he was Isaac, right? But hey, like I said, pride goes before destruction, and the haughty spirit before a fall. So like I said, the Most High got this man in derision, man. He's setting him up for the ultimate okie doke. You know. But continuing on, it says, um, verse 8, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Oh, whom the Lord Yahweh shall. He's going to destroy the wicked. He's going to destroy Esau's entire system, destroy the armies of the earth, right? Hey, and this wicked is being revealed constantly, constantly being exposed, right? Verse 9, it says, even him whose coming is after working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, right? Because that's what he's coming with, man. He's coming uh, with the power of Satan, right? All kinds of wickedness, right? Deceiving people, like we mentioned, man, through the psyops, through the propaganda that he's pushing, nothing but lies, distractions. So let me read this again. 2 Thessalonians 2:8, and then shall the wicked be revealed. Well, actually, verse 9, Salakia. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, right? Because hey, that's pretty much his power source, Satan, meaning adversary. But not knowing that, hey, Satan is working for the Most High. It says, so Esau's in the trick bag, man. It says, with all power and signs and lying wonders, right? All the signs, this whole thing that's going on with the UFO, that they shot down a UFO, this is and that, yada yada yada. Lying wonders. They're gonna use a Project Bluebeam, I bet, here soon. I bet you're gonna use that Project Bluebeam to show a UFO and alien invasion and whatnot. And then the military came and they attacked them and they destroyed them, trying to make America seem like get more puffed up than it already is. You know, try to bring more security onto these Americans, these dumbass Americans. Hey, and these motherfuckers, if that happens, man, they're gonna eat it up. They're gonna believe it. They're gonna be like, yeah, America destroyed the aliens, like some Independence Day type shit. But anyway, continuing on. Let me get from here because ain't no way Esau is taking down the chariot. You know, ain't no fucking way. But let me get this. Second Chronicles 16. And I'm gonna start at verse 9. It says, "For the eyes of Yahweh run to and fro." Oh, Salakia, excuse me. This is 2 Thessalonians 16 and 9. It says, "For the eyes of Yahweh run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to show himself strong in behalf of them whose heart is perfect toward him." Now those eyes, what are those eyes? Them chariots, them clouds, right? Those are those ships that the angels are riding in. And it said, what does it say? It says to show himself strong in behalf of them whose heart is perfect toward him. Right? So how is he going to show himself strong? But yet he got shot down by a measly ass fighter jet. That shit don't make no damn sense. Right? And actually from here, let me get this. Isaiah 13. Let me start at verse 3. It says, "I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger." Who are his mighty ones? The angels. It says, "Even them that rejoice in my highness." So these are the mighty ones of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So I said, how they're going to be mighty, but then they got shut down. And like I said, and this is the military of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, of the power of the universe. And yet they got shut down by a fighter jet? Something ain't making sense here. You know? And you already know Esau's a damn liar. So who you gonna believe? Right? Come on, man. I mean, it's obvious. But it says, verse 4, it says, "The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Yahweh of hosts mustereth the host of the battle." Right? This is going into World War III. Right? But them doing this, shows you that they're trying to set up something, man. They're planning something. Which they might be planning something like I mentioned with that Project Bluebeam. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they're gonna plan something soon. They got something planned up. Esau is just waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Right now he's preparing the minds of the people. Right? He's using his hypnosis, his fucking enchantments and shit to get everybody ready up to believe that alien invasion, so-called alien invasion, is gonna come. But verse 5, it says, "They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh, and the weapon of his indignation to destroy the whole land. How ye, for the day is at hand." Salakia, "How ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, every man's heart shall melt. Every man's heart shall melt, man. That's the terror he's bringing. These angels, or the real angels, not this whole buffoonery that Esau's coming out with. Fucking bullshit ass lies, man. Now the angels, hey, they're gonna come and hey, people's hands are gonna faint. They're gonna be weary. Their hearts are gonna melt. They're gonna be scared. They're gonna be terrified. Ain't no way they're gonna take down the chariot. Ain't no way. Verse 8 it says, and they shall be afraid, pains and sorrows shall take hold of them, and they shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another, their faces shall be as flames. Hey, and that's how they're gonna be when the real chariots, or at least when they come up against the real chariots. When they come up against the chariots of the Lord, when Yahushua returns, oh yeah, man, they're gonna be terrified. Because they know they ain't got no chance. The scriptures say this place should be destroyed in 1 hour. So in 1 hour of Yahushua's arrival, this place is going to be destroyed, annihilated, and its armies. So come on, man. Stop playing, Esau. We know you're bullshitting. But this is Ezekiel 1:16. Just to further, show you that, hey, these vessels, these chariots, spaceships, UFOs, whatever you want to call them, those are spiritual. There are spiritual beings inside of them, and even those spacecrafts, they're spiritual spacecraft, right? It says Ezekiel 1:16, the appearance of the wheels of their work was like unto the color of a beryl, and they four had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel, right? Pretty much a wheel in the middle of a wheel. You see, how the classic UFO, how they be rotating and spinning, right? Verse 17 it says, when they went upon their four sides, and they turned not when they went. Right, because sometimes you see the UFO, they just go straight, like, zoom, and they'll stop, and it won't even like turn. It won't need it doesn't need to turn like a like a fighter jet. Fighter jet, they have to turn their wings, tilt to the side. No, not this. It just whoop, stops, and then goes whatever direction it needs to go, but it stays facing the same direction. And it says, as for the rings, they were so high that they were dreadful, and the rings were full of eyes round about them. 4, verse 19. And when the living creature went, the wheels went by them, and when the living creature were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up. Showing you, well, actually, I'm gonna get it right here in verse 20. Whithersoever the spirit was to go, see, it's a spirit. You can't shoot down a spirit. How you gonna shoot down a spirit? Esau can't even catch a spirit. What's he talking about? It says, whithersoever the spirit was to go, they went. Thither was their spirit to go, and the wheels were lifted over against them, for the spirit of the living creature was in the wheels. You see? So this is the chariots, man, the spirits. So Esau's a damn liar, man. Always has been and always will be. You can't trust anything this man says. You gotta fact check him. Motherfucker talking about he gonna fact check everybody. Damn lying motherfucker. This is Revelation 13:6. It says, "And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Most High, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven." And that's what he's doing, man. He's blaspheming the Most High and those that dwell in heaven, the angels, saying, "Oh, he shot him down." Now they didn't really come out in the open and saying, "Oh, they shot down the alien spacecraft." Nah, but the point is, they're not clarifying. They're leaving it out there like a vague. They're leaving it real vague, open out there. So they got something planned. That's all we know. But this whole lesson is to show you that, hey, if they gonna come out and say they shot a UFO down, they're lying. It's a damn lie. A chariot of the Lord? Nah, they're full of shit. Now from here, let me get Revelation. Hey, but like I said, like it says here in verse in 13, Revelation 13:6, it says he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Most High. And who's this? It's that dragon, right? The Roman Empire, which is now, Babylon. I mean, Slovakia, which is now America, right? That whore sitting upon that dragon. Right? And you see America, man, everything America does is contrary to the scriptures. It's anti-Hamashiach, right? Going up against everything that the Most High has established, going up against him, right? And this is the dragon, man. This is that serpent. Let me get that, actually. Let me go to it. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 9. It says, "And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him." But see, as it says in the beginning, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. That old serpent, from when? From Genesis, when he deceived Eve, right? He's still that same old serpent, man. That spirit in that serpent, which wasn't an actual serpent, it was a man, but he came in like a serpent, you know, just lurking, waiting to strike. Called the devil, because that's what he is. He's a devil. He's a deceiver. And Satan, because he comes in the spirit of Satan, you know, everything contrary to the Most High, right? Which deceiveth the whole world, right? Because that's what devil means, deceiver, right? But this is that devil, man. Like I said, he's that same old serpent, And what was the serpent? What did it say the serpent was? He was more subtle than all the beasts of the field. Esau's a subtle motherfucker, man. Like I said, he plots and plans, man. He sets things up years ahead of time to pull it off. This man's lies run deep. He's the ultimate liar, man. Like it's hard to keep track of your lies, man. And this man, he's been, keeping track of them. Some of them, he be letting them slip out, but for the most part, he be keeping track of them. But now he's being revealed to be the devil, man. Now he's being called out on all his lies, being called out on all his bullshit, all the wickedness he's perpetrating throughout the earth, right? So that's why we try to warn our people, hey, watch out for this motherfucker, man. Watch out for this dude. He ain't upright, right? His spirit ain't upright, man. You know, he ain't trying to look for for your well-being. You know, he's trying to destroy you. This is Sirach 5:15. It says, "Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small." You know, so you can't be ignorant of these things, man. You can't be a la la land playing video games, watching the Super Bowl, being on social media all damn day, not knowing what the fuck is going on around you. Because suddenly, you know, you're gonna be caught up in a well, in this mess, in Jacob's trouble, not knowing how the fuck to maneuver, right? So, you know, you can't be ignorant of these things, man. That's the reason why I'm bringing this out, and not to be ignorant that, well, a lot of people are gonna be ignorant to it. Esau's gonna come out with his Project Bluebeam. He's going to fool the masses of the people to believe a certain narrative. Hey, but that's why we're coming out here to show y'all. Try to be ignorant of these things. If they talking about they shot down a UFO, a chariot of the Lord, hey, they're lying because they can't. They're spirits. How the fuck are you gonna shoot down a spirit? Also showing you that Esau's a liar, man. Constantly, he's the devil. How you gonna how you gonna believe the devil? People, man, they're dumb. Especially our people, man. They're dumb as shit. They're blind, man. Really, that's what they are. They're blind. The Most High hasn't opened their eyes. But anyway, this is 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Right? Us here, a great millstone. You know, we constantly watching, man. We constantly seeing, and the Spirit is revealing unto us, you know, Esau's plans. Right? We ain't ignorant of Esau's devices, man. We ain't ignorant of how far Esau is going to take this. The scriptures tell us he's going to go all out in these days because he knows he has a short time. Right? So let me get this one last preset, and I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. You know, I didn't want to make this too long, but I mean, it is what it is. This is Ephesians 5:15. It says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil." You see, you gotta walk circumspectly. Now let's look up that word circumspectly. This is exactly, accurately, diligently. It says, let me see, what does the Strong say? Circumspectly, diligently, perfectly. It says to live carefully, circumspectly, deviating in no respect from the law of duty. You know, you gotta be diligent. Let me see what the root word is. Oh, look at this. Exact, careful, of the strictest sect, the most precise and rigorous of interpreting the Mosaic law and observing even the more minute minute precepts of the law and tradition, right? I mean, you gotta be very careful in these days. Be very precise on how you maneuver, right? So let's go back. It says, see that ye walk circumspectly. Now be careful, watch out, man. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep your eye on everything. You see Esau's moving weird? Hey, keep an eye on that. Jake out here bugging out, keep an eye on that motherfucker. Right? It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly. Not as fools, but as wise. Don't be no damn fool, man. You know, being distracted. Like the rest of the damn sheeple out here, man. Who are just into entertainment and distractions. Watching the soap operas and all this bullshit. not knowing what time they're living in. Right? It says, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. These days that we're approaching are evil. Ain't no good days coming, man. Them good days are gone. You know, but evil days coming. Horrifying days. Jacob's trouble. It ain't called Jacob's trouble for no reason. Right? You know, so that's pretty much it on this topic, man. You know, just imploring, imploring, you know, believers, like y'all, sincere believers to, hey, keep your head on the swivel, man. Be circumspect of what's going on. Keep an eye on things. Watch and pray. As the scripture says, right? Because hey, this Esau, man, he's behind everything. You know, he's got his hand on everything, man. He's trying to set something up. You know, he's that man behind the curtain, as the title is, man. You know, he's that man behind the curtain, pulling the strings. You know, as we read in what was it? Second Thessalonians, I believe. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work, and only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. You know, the mystery of iniquity is being revealed. That's Esau. So, hey, you gotta keep an eye on, man. You gotta keep an eye on this motherfucker. Don't trust your enemy. Something that Jake's gotta figure out, man, not to trust your enemy. Jake's been too long here in Babylon, man. You know, forgot who your enemy is. But anyway, you know, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to go ahead and close it out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Until the next time, I'm going to say Shalom.